Kunigami, wild card. This was like one of the coolest moments in the manga when they revealed him that he's been hiding away, basically doing weights. So he's huge. Let's draw this landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. I was looking at I don't know if this is like a manga panel. I know this pose is, but like, did someone else add the cards? Because I couldn't find what chapter that was in with the cards. So maybe like I was imagining that or something. I thought it was a panel. Or maybe just a fan art thing was the cards added. Who knows? Head, real small, zoom in. Someone will tell me if it's in a chapter or not. So, very, very, like, flat eye. Now his head's sort of, he's in profile, right? So the nose going this way, and it's like his hair covers nearly everything. So we'll just get like the top eyelid kind of in here, right? And it's real flat. Right up there. So the back end of his eye, it's just a little bit visible here. Okay, little spike. And then we have the front end, so it kind of like you've got like hair here, so it's, you can't see his tear duct, so you can just see like a hair spike, like that kind of thing. And then it's like his bags underneath his eyes, right? So they just do this kind of, like he's real stressed out. He's seen things, man. And this is like a very thick top eyelid. Just darken this up a bit. Okay. So the iris, he's kind of looking back to the left. So we'll do this. Okay. And then this is all, like, he's all about the hair. He has not had a haircut in months. So this is all like, he reminds me of Bakugo from My Hero Academia. You know, all that kind of spiky hair texture, and then put an eyelid line. Right, so the hair continues down to his nose. Right, his nose then, it's like here. So it's like it's part of his hairline. And then it goes down. And then into there. And then we could have a nostril. Like so. So his top lip, it sticks out a bit, so it goes out there, back in. Your lips together kind of make this letter M sort of shape. And then this goes all the way down to his chin, which is pretty long. And then we just have his mouth kind of in here. You can have this open if you want, but it might be easier to just do a closed sort of serious thing. And then chin, so it comes down. very strong jaw there. Right, and then jaw comes up here. Maybe open the mouth a little bit, actually. Might look a bit better. Right, and then we have his ear there. And then like lots of hair then. So let's keep adding hair. Right, more hair. The hair don't stop, so let's go. Spiking. Going this way. Spikes out. Bam, bam. And it's like a mixture of small spikes and then longer ones. Coming down. Around the back of his head. Again, size of his hair compared to his face. There's a substantial difference in the size. Kind of comes down his neck then. We do have some like texture lines here. And it comes down behind his ear. Small little spikes. Like so. Tired bags under those eyes. Okay, so Adam's apple comes out from here and down. To his collar. And then you've got like neck muscle. One here. And then like the back of his collar comes out in front there. So he's kind of leaning back, you know. So it's always a challenge now to draw these. So especially because we're kind of full body. Okay, so we'll go there. You can see like the front of his chest a little bit there. So back leaning this way. You can just see some like black sort of fire coming off this. But like, you know, like as if it's chakra sort of from Naruto or something. Just a little bit there. And then there's like blue aura. Well, it's probably green actually if it's blue lock. Or his orange, isn't it? So his back just goes down this way. We can just see 10. Do another black thing here. So he's leaning this way, right? So his body position is that way. And we hit an arm here. So we just get like his chest in, comes out and in a bit. And then down as far as the t-shirt, like the base of his jersey, where it hits shorts, sort of in there. Okay, now proportion, you know, like you can probably fit one, so there's like his head and it goes once, twice roughly, because his hair is so big, but like 1, 2, just if you're wondering how big do I make the body compared to the head, etc. You could probably fit just like 2 heads down here, 2 standard heads, like his skull, you know, chin to skull, not hair. So everything else is kind of defined by the stripes on his jersey. So what I mean by that is, so we have a white stripe on the front of his chest and his shoulder, right? So there's like a white stripe there. And then there's a white stripe at the back of the shoulder. So this kind of defines the shoulder area. Now, if you wanted, you could draw like shoulder lines in, you know. But it's all black in the manga. So then we have like his sleeve. Just here with a white stripe on the bottom of it. And then we got some of his arms, right? So kind of a muscular. So we'll go bicep, tricep, his forearm, and elbow coming down to his wrist. Okay, and they do this sort of line and hatching thing, just little sort of crisscross hatching lines. And then veins, so there's like a vein on his bicep, and like all coming down the arm. He's got a wristband. A vein on the wrist. I'll come back and do the hand, like both hands. We'll just get the rest of the details of the jersey in. So this kind of goes this way. There's another white line here. And then there's a white, is it PXG? Is that who he plays for again? I can't remember. I think so. Right, then we have Kunigami. So, see the is that gray or black? I think I can see the G here as well. So it's not sort of clear what's all in here, but it's just like his name and like his number a bit. Like there's a 0 here. Right, and then some folding lines just there. So we have another hand in there, but we'll get the rest of the body in. So just sort of behind, so we got like the back of his leg sort of starts here, right? His glute. And then this is just like black shorts, fairly smooth, straight down there. And then this will curve around. Kind of wide. And go underneath his hand somewhere. So that could be 2 shorts. Would it be? It could be like a second short line, but like everything is black in here, so it's not like entirely clear. And then there's a white line coming down this way. And we have, oh no, he's munching as well. Not PXG, silly me. Can't remember. It's been a while since we saw Kunigami, isn't it? So again, this is probably like one short leg and another one. His hand is here, but we can see his knee go sort of this way, like in a kneecap. Right, and then like the back of his leg here, sock and calf sticking out. It's all dark in here, it's just like black. I think it's like just his sock then on the back. Like that. Right, so hands. So the hand we can see at the front. So it comes out down like that. And then there's like knuckles. And just 4 fingers. Like this at first. You can see the pinky sort of coming back around. And then the side of his hand goes up there. Right, that's general shape. And then they put like extra knuckle lines and stuff, hand lines. inside here. Maybe another little fingertip in there. So we'll just finish the short line in there. Okay, so there's one hand down. The other hand sticking up here, slightly more complicated because we can see like all the fingers. So the wrist kind of comes out a bit, right? He's got a wristband on this hand. And then a hand just like sticking up here. Thumb first, down. There. And then fingers curled over. So first finger, like that kind of. And then next one. Like so. You're always like, there's 3 segments on fingers, you know, 2 knuckles on each finger. And 3 segments. So 1, 2, 3. And then the last, like so. And then the palm of his hand there. Like that. And that's that hand pretty much. Now, so these cards, I don't know if someone added these. Like it looks like convincing. Like I'd love to know what chapter this is in. I can't remember. I went looking. So cards, you could use a ruler if you wanted, or you could freehand them. But they have like little bits of fire coming out of them. Right. So I'll just get the shapes in, and then we'll add the details on each card. So they're like going around in kind of a circle. So like one there. There's like fire coming off that one. Right, so we'll go down this way for these, so I'll just get the base of them in. Okay, so kind of like an ellipse. Sort of, it's kind of nearly in line with his shorts there, actually. See? And then these, little bits of fire coming out of them. Sorry about my chair. It needs a bit of oil or something. It's very squeaky. It's just these rectangular shapes. And cards kind of bend and stuff, so don't worry if it's not like perfect. Okay, so all aces, wild card. So love, club, diamond, spade, and then same on this side, just in reverse. Okay, so all aces, so like A and then like love heart and then A love heart. And you just do that everywhere. Diamond is probably the easiest to draw. So what am I missing? Club here. Probably color that black. Diamond. Okay, we did it. Wild card, Kunigami. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.